Is this hike actually worth it? Wedgemount Lake is one of Whistler's most challenging trails for beginners. 1,200 meters of elevation climb packed in just under 7 kilometers. But what you find at the top, and all the incredible life growing along the way, will make your pain go away. This is every moment of it. We arrived at the trailhead parking lot at 8:45 in the morning after a 2-hour and 20-minute drive from Vancouver, BC. This trailhead is the northernmost gateway into Garibaldi Provincial Park, a piece of wilderness that spans nearly 2,000 square kilometers and features over 300 common plant species in the area. The first 20 minutes of the hike is a warm-up section with minimal incline through a second-generation growth forest. There are no clear pathways or marks, besides a tiny little wooden bridge that I found. After getting across the warm-up section, the next 3 kilometers are more strenuous slopes. I got to immerse myself by looking up the canopies around me. At this elevation, between 1,000 and 1,700 meters, the forest is dominated by Douglas fir, western red cedar, and western hemlock. These old second-growth trees, meaning this forest was logged at some point in the past and has been regenerating since. What you're seeing is not the original old growth, but it's still remarkably dense and alive. And down here at ground level, keep your eyes open. The understory is rich with mosses, ferns, and shrubs. All of a sudden, the trees open up and I hit the first rock slide. And that's how you know you are halfway through this challenging hike. Take a break and mentally prepare yourself, because what comes next is harder. For another 40 minutes past the halfway point, you will come across Wedgemount Waterfall. This waterfall drops over 300 meters from the lake above, and it's easy to miss completely because it's partially hidden behind a tree canopy. After coming across the waterfall, there's another rock slide where you can take another break. Why another break? Because yes, this is the final switchback section where you must go through before approaching the beautiful lake. There are no trail markers and only a worn path through loose rocks that I follow using both my hands and feet. It took me close to 14 minutes to work through this section. But here is what kept me going. Every time I looked back, I was rewarded with captivating views of mountains and valleys all over Whistler. And finally, you will be welcomed at the top by 2 of the wondrous landmarks: the BCMC emergency hut and a washroom. Oh, no, I mean the turquoise alpine water of Wedgemount Lake. I was so exhausted, but excited after finishing this strenuous hike. But wow, this stunning view is definitely worth it. The turquoise color is given by glacial flower. the ultra-fine rock particles ground down by the glacier above, suspended and weathered in the meltwater. Today's lunch is a turkey breast and cranberry sandwich. It was not super tasty, but not bad to fill up my hunger after a long way. For another 45 minutes walk past the hut and down toward the far end of the lake, the landscape opens into something completely different: open parkland and alpine meadows. These meadows are home to thousands of specialized alpine plant species that you simply won't find lower on the trail. I stumble upon this magenta wildflower growing right out of the bare rock, dwarf fireweed, and it's not just beautiful, it's one of the pioneer plants to move into ground that glaciers leave behind as they recede. You can tell it can tolerate tough environment like granite boulders. You know you've reached the end when you come across Tupper Lake, a hidden gem right behind Wedgemount Lake. Here, you get a close-up of a smaller lake and the glaciers. This is definitely my favorite spot because there's no one else up here, and you get to overlook Wedgemount Lake and the mountain range of Whistler once again. This glacier you're looking at right now has receded more than half of what it was in the 18th century. As they continue to recede, the hydrology of this entire basin will surely change. What we're seeing today may not be here for future generations in the same way. So, is Wedgemount Lake worth it? Here are my honest ratings. For scenery, 5 out of 5, no question. The combination of the turquoise glacial lake, the surrounding peaks, the open meadows, and the glacier is genuinely one of the most beautiful things I have ever hiked to. For difficulty, 4 out of 5. This is a real hike, not a walk. The elevation gain is relentless, the boulder scramble at the top requires both hands, and the descent on tired legs is demanding. If you're a beginner, train beforehand. Start early and don't rush. And for amenities, 2.5 out of 5. The parking area and road are rough, the signage is minimal and can leave you second guessing, and the only pit toilets are at either end of the trail. Come prepared and self-sufficient. There are also 20 designated tent pads split between 2 sites at the top, and make sure you surf through the BC Parks website beforehand if you want to camp here during the summer. And remember, there's no garbage bins, so everything you bring in, you pack out. And this comes to an overall rating of 4 out of 5. This place is dynamic, you should come and see it. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more hikes, more plans, and more honest reviews. See you on the next one.